There are basically two things. There's ChatGPT and then there's Bard. Bard is Google. And I have found that we do utilize both. So ChatGPT basically stopped incorporating new data in 2021. So if you need anything new, if you're like, who won the World Series last year? ChatGPT will not tell you. If it needs new data, I recommend go over to Bard, because Bard is Google and that's updated in real time. There are certain topics that are off topic for AI. So Bard tends to be more current, but it can also get things really, really off. But for example, when I was visiting my daughter in Montana 2 weeks ago, I said, I would like a salad for dinner. My daughter would like a hamburger. What's a good sit down place that's between $10 and $20? I popped it out and then Bard gave me 3 really good examples. Now, how is Bard doing this? You always have to ask, how is it doing it? Typically, it's reading Google reviews, which is why Bard is really, really current. It's also reading Yelp and other things. So essentially what Bard is doing, it's just scouring the internet and then it's putting all this data together. Now, as we do know, there's a lot of garbage on the internet. So it is scouring garbage as well too. So bad data can come out. So as you know, you cannot take it hook, line, and sinker, but it at least gets you a really good starting point. I've used it a lot with different vendors or even thinking of ideas. Here's a problem that I have. What would be your recommendation for this solution? Would be an example. So what are some of the downsides that you found from using AI as you lead the Offsite team, even as you've talked to different team members?
Oh, well, sometimes it gives inaccurate information. So when I ask for something, how do you say this? And then it's going to give you inaccurate information, which is not good. You really have to read through the lines. You don't just copy and paste. I'd say you have to be careful when using the AI, but I'd say this is very helpful, especially for us Offsite, because if we have to create a cover letter or an email to send out to the team, it's helpful because there is this path that you can take, but it does not necessarily have to be copy and pasted, but it just gives you the idea or insights.
Or you say, hey, I'm driving from this store to this store. What are 3 options of a path that I might want to take? Or what are the odds of this happening? Because essentially it's reading all the blogs on the internet so you don't have to research yourself. Another advantage of Bard over ChatGPT is Bard will also give you links. So you can actually click on the links that it's going to. ChatGPT does not do that. And some of the things that worries me about Chat, I'm like, where did it get this info? Because some of it's really, really wrong, and some of it's really great. So really helpful. The way I will do it is I will start with my own ideas. I will then paste it in, and then I will work with kind of what came out next, and then I will use it to proofread. But it really is intuitive, and it's changing things very, very quickly.